Help Wanted, Must Love Books, written by Janet Sumner Johnson, art by Courtney Dawson. Unlike most kids, Shaylee loved bedtime. She'd shimmy into her PJs, brush her sparkling smile, then raid the bookshelf for the perfect bedtime stories. Her dad would squish into the rocker with her, and they'd read until her eyelids refused to stay open. This arrangement worked perfectly, until her dad got a new job. Finally, Shaylee reached her limit.
"You're fired,"
she announced. She put up a job notice first thing the next morning.
"Help wanted, bedtime storyteller. Must love books apply within." Interviews began promptly at 6:30 p.m.
And began interviews shortly before bedtime. The fierce competition scared off the first 3 applicants. The next applicant brought along her 7 bodyguards, which was fine until Shaylee offered them snacks. "Don't eat that, it's the wicked queen in disguise." Shaylee refused to interview any other applicants that night. Before going to bed, she added a line to her job notice.
"Individual applicants only."
The next night, the first applicant seemed delightful, until he ran away with the book. Run as fast as you can."
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I hear the yawn of a tired one.
Shaylee refused to come out from under the bed to interview applicant number 2. In the morning, Shaylee changed her sign again.
"Human applicants only."
At the next interview, Shaylee's ears pricked right up. The applicant could spin tales that kept her on pins and needles. She was just about to offer the job when the woman zonked out mid-sentence. The second girl was very particular about where she would sit. "This chair is too hard. This beanbag is too soft. This bed is just right."
"Must be able to stay awake past 8 p.m.
Shaylee had low expectations for the next round, but the first applicant had a very impressive resume. Her voice was musical, she could stay up past midnight, and she was obviously human. The two of them had a ball until Shaylee noticed the sooty fingerprints all over her favorite book. The second applicant hooked her right away. His storytelling gave her goosebumps, as did the gunk between his teeth.
"Solid hygiene skills required."
Shaylee despaired of ever finding a replacement for her dad, until one final job seeker showed up. He looked kind of familiar, and his voice was just right. Best of all, he smelled like strawberries and chocolate chip cookies, so Shaylee offered him the job, on one condition.
"Off limits during bedtime stories."
Pinocchio. Personal statement. I have been reading for a long time. Reading is something that is fun. I love reading bedtime stories. I have a lot. A little. Fine. The truth is, I can't read. I never went to school. Highlights. Know how to have a whale of a time. Willing to do a trial period, no strings attached. Education. Do I really need to fill out this section? Interests. Learning to read. Having a small nose. Becoming a real boy. References. Geppetto. The Blue Fairy. Maybe call her last. Or not at all. Robin Hood. Personal statement. It would be truly a feather in my cap to become your bedtime storyteller, but I'll get straight to the point. I'm a wanted man, and my price is going up. Consider hiring me before my schedule is all tied up. Highlights. Stories always hit the mark. Known for making others merry. Negotiable fee based on economic status. Interests. Lifting others' burdens, preferably in the form of excess gold. Anything green, clothes, money, etc. Staying alive. Performing magic tricks. Awards and honors. Sherwood Olympics, first place. Privy digging. Nottingham Fair, archery competition, 12th place. I'm no fool. References. Friar Tuck, Little John. Tinkerbell. Personal statement. Highlights. Work experience. Interests. References. Peter Pan. The Frog Prince. Personal statement. I would jump at the chance of becoming your bedtime storyteller. My expertly told tales will leave your friends green with envy. Highlights. Tells a hopping good story. Will keep your bedroom bug-free. Can fetch books and any other trinkets from hard-to-reach shelves. Interests. Reading. Eating flies with friends. Swimming. Awards and honors. First annual Summer Swamp Games. Gold medal in leapfrog. Greene County Fair Fly Eating Contest. Grand Champion. References. None at this time. A moment of silence for all my friends lost in the name of frog leg dinner specials.